What does it mean to be a man? What is masculinity all about? These questions were a looming force in my life. They haunted me, and really I was obsessed with searching high and low for validation on, do I have what it takes? Am I a man? Am I masculine? And I read book after book after book. I looked at YouTube video after YouTube video after YouTube video and podcasts, and talked to my father, talked to my counselor, talked to my friends. An obsession, really, right? To try to figure out what is a man and how is a man meant to live. And now we recently saw Andrew Tate be arrested, right? And Andrew Tate stands for everything that I fear my son finding on the internet when he has these same questions on his heart. Because I think this is a universal thing, right? It wasn't just me searching for, do I have what it takes? Am I a man enough? Am I masculine? These questions are on the heart of every young man. And every man is going to go searching for a strong masculine voice to give him direction. And let me tell you, we're susceptible as young men to a voice like Andrew Tate's. You got the muscles, you got the fighting, you got the cigars, you got the girls, you got the cars, all of these aesthetic things, right? Aesthetic, this is all aesthetic. That draws us in. And that's my biggest fear, is that we're having the wrong conversations. We're getting allured by the wrong markers of masculinity. And this is where the conversation shifted in my heart and in my head, and I stopped caring about any opinions really on masculinity. I haven't sought out a book or read a book on masculinity in 2-3 years, maybe more. I stopped caring because I realized that I was chasing and obsessing over aesthetics and these things that don't matter, that aren't the answer, right? Because we look at Andrew Tate and he might say one thing. He might say, we need strong, capable men because when an attacker comes, if there's a woman there, we need to be able to protect her. And I'm like, yeah, I agree with that. But then he's getting arrested for beating women, right? He's not living in alignment with those values, with those virtues. And so we chase the wrong things. We have the wrong conversations. And this is what haunted me for so long, is trying to chase the shadow of my father's masculinity. If I got more muscular, if I learned to box like him, those things I thought would make me a man like him. But those were never the things that made him a man. What made him a man were his honesty, his hard work, his integrity, these values, right? And I can live in alignment with those same values, but it's going to look very, very different when I do it, because we are very, very different individuals. And this is what I didn't understand for so long, is that masculinity is more inborn. To me, it's all about what's in here, none of what's out here, right? You could look completely unmasculine to a young man, but be the most masculine, because you will live with courage. You will live with honor and virtue and integrity, and you will uphold the values that you say you want to live by. That makes you more of a man than someone who's got the beard, the hunting jacket, and stuff like that, but is hitting women. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I have hit start and I have hit stop on this video more than I can tell you, because there's probably just so much and too much here. And I woke up at 4 a.m. and I didn't prepare for this as I should have, but I wanted to get this message out because I hope that you guys can understand that being a man isn't something you have to check boxes on as far as living up to anybody else's ideal of that, right? You have to discover a purpose-driven life and a values-driven life that makes sense for you, and then you live that out. And it may look so different than who you see out there, but that's okay, because you are you. You are not them. And ultimately, what does it matter if someone thinks you're masculine or not? Who cares except for you, man in the mirror? Can you look at yourself and say, yes, I am being the man I want to be. Yes, I am living in alignment with the values that I want to live to. That's all that should matter. Who gives a, sorry for my swearing, shit if anybody else thinks you're a man, if anybody else thinks you're masculine, if anybody else agrees? Who cares? Who cares? I hope this message gives something, anything to you. If you are that young man like me who is searching, do I have what it takes? My friend, you do, but you're not going to find it in the different masculine voices here on YouTube. You might get some good advice, you might get some good tips and pointers, but really you have to look at yourself in the mirror, and you have to start living from a place of responsibility and duty towards others. Right? We get so self-obsessed in our search for masculinity. Today's masculinity is so self-centered that it's missing the whole point of what it means to be a good man, really, which is to be in service of others, to be the one standing in front of others and asking, what can I do for those behind me? How can I serve those that I've left behind? All right, guys, I don't know. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.